So tell me a little bit about this project of yours. It's incredible, it's amazing, and I cannot wait to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, so our film is called Jack and Yaya, and it's a documentary. It follows two lifelong best friends who met through their shared backyard in South Jersey and have been friends ever since. And so we followed them for a year. It was their 30th friend anniversary. And we followed them through their life and then also interviewed their family and friends and kind of just talked about it was basically just a celebration of their friendship. And we were also luckily able to draw on some old home movies of them as kids together. So really the whole film was just about a celebration of their friendship and how they both supported each other through their lives as friends. And also they're both trans and about how they both affirmed their gender identity and helps them kind of become who they really are. So that's a little bit about it. I don't know if you have anything to add.
I feel like you covered like absolutely everything.
Okay, great, cool.
I was trying to think of what I was gonna say, but then you just like kept on hitting.
Oh, okay. All right, great.
It's like your mind's your one.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot, so
yeah. It's been 4 years, so.
Nice. And off topic, I love that tattoo. Very nice. I love tattoos. So.
Oh, nice. I think was it yours?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's for my hometown of East Boston because I used to live in a house where the airplanes like went right over it.
Oh, I love symbolic tattoos like that. Incredible.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't want to get like an EC across my arm,
Yeah.
So I just got the plain.
Very cute, very cute. But anyway, what would you say was the biggest challenge about making this film?
Well, it was definitely challenging because for all the filming of it, it was just the two of us. So that was, I mean, I think it was like both a blessing and a challenge. So Jen comes from a film background and I don't. So I basically acted like as like the world's newest, greenest PA. And so I was kind of learning on the go. And Jen filmed the entire thing herself. So
yeah, I think the main challenge for me was like there was just so much going on and we only had one camera and one, piece of audio equipment. So, I think it was kind of trying to decide between which room to go in because there was like a party happening in every room while we were down there. It was summer, it was like around July 4th, and we would always go on kind of like holidays or like momentous occasions. So we got a lot of people there. So yeah, the main challenge was just like trying to get everything. And I didn't, and because I couldn't possibly. So it was also kind of the challenge was grappling with those losses, but also like trying to celebrate what we did get. And I'm pretty proud of what we did get.
yeah, same.
And it is such an incredible journey that we see these two go through. And what was the most important thing you learned from each of them?
Oh, I mean, I think that's so hard because I feel like we learned so much I've been friends with Jack for over 10 years now, and that's kind of how we came to the project. And so him and I have been best friends from the get-go when we first met. And I think what I've learned from him the most is to just kind of be yourself and don't apologize for it. I feel like he's the ultimate guy who just comes into a room and is just himself, and everybody's drawn to that. And that's why so many people love him. And I think it's the same with Yaya. That there's nothing better than being your true authentic self, and people are drawn to that. Even in those moments where it might feel scary to be yourself, it's always the best way to go. And so I think I've grown a lot as a person to really try and embrace that because I can be a little shy and nervous, and it's just like, hey, no, be yourself. So that's, I think, the main thing I took away from them.
Yeah. To add to that, I would say like the way that Jack and Tony, Jack's dad, and Yaya are just, and the whole family is just like so free with their love, and immediately, like when I first met Tony, he gave me a hug and said he loved me, and that was just like off the bat. So I feel like that has really like changed and shaped the way I interact with people because I don't know, I saw that and I like felt the warmth and I was like, oh, I want to make other people feel like that, so I feel like that's the biggest change for me. I've gotten a little less shy, which is good.
And how do you hope the country reacts to a movie like your movie?
I mean, I think I hope that people just come away feeling the same kind of warmth and love that you feel when you're sitting, in the backyard with Jack and Yaya and all their families, and everybody's just laughing and having a good time. I hope people bring away that, like, there's nothing more beautiful than acceptance and love. As corny as it sounds, but that really is the heart of the movie, is that, especially right now when people are, I think saying really horrible, toxic things about trans people and trying to find ways to exclude them, that, there's nothing better than accepting and loving someone, because what's the point? We're all going to die at some point, and why waste your time hating people? Just like love people, accept them for who they are, and that it always comes back to be a good thing in the end. Even if there might be a struggle in the beginning, some of Jack and Yaya's family struggled a little bit to understand, but are now so happy and grateful that they're able to have a loving relationship with their child, their sibling. So I think that's what I hope folks come away with, is just wanting to join in on that love.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer.
Cool.
Do you have anything you want to add to that?
I hope they just see Jack and Yaya being themselves and loving each other and being in like a beautiful community of people and friends. And kind of, I hope they see the light in Jack and Yaya and realize that the reason why there's this light is because, like, there's all these people around them and they have each other to like kind of feed that light and lift them up.
Yeah, it's definitely a celebration too, just of them as two extraordinary people. So I hope people come away feeling as in love and interested and inspired by the two of them, because they're just, you can't meet them and not be like, you are just so cool, and I want to be around you, and I want to know how you're so, like, they're just so charismatic. So I don't feel like I have to say I hope, because I know from the, the people who've seen it so far, that people feel that same draw, that you just want to know them more and support them in all that they do.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. And I really hope people learn a lot from them, because like you said, this community is very excluded, and that's not okay. It actually really upsets me to no end, because I have a lot of trans friends and family members, and I want the best for them. And hopefully this movie will help people not be so ignorant.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't want to we do want to change the world, right? But we're not expecting to. But I think this is our kind of like little piece of like, all right, you guys check this out, and kind of like working at that little bit, transphobia, working on it, going away, and putting more positive trans narratives into the world.
And just putting out narratives that don't reduce trans folks to that one part of their identity. Obviously, that's a celebrated and important part of who they are, but also saying like, look, Jack and Yaya, Jack's an artist. Yaya's, does amazing, art herself and makeup, like there're just so many components to them as just like full humans, that I think, you realize that, like, if you're like, oh man, I've never met a trans person, you're just like, yeah, and Yaya's great, Jack's great. So I think it's like a balance of highlighting the importance of being trans and their pride in being trans, but also not reducing them to one aspect of their identity. So, which I think is a delicate balance, but I hope we achieve that.
I think you absolutely did. And I really hope people learn that lesson. Because like you said, it's only one part. Just like one part of me is being, a 4'10" woman. And it's just like, there's only, it's just like one part. You have to see them for who they are. So hopefully people learn that lesson. Knock on wood. And before I let you go, I want each of you to describe the movie in 3 words.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Okay, do you want to go first? I have 2 of 3. Okay, all right, I'll start.
You're gonna take mine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, my 3 words would be Jersey, love, and friendship.
Okay.
Did I steal yours?
You took friendship.
I mean, that was a go-to.
Yeah. I would say support. It's kind of like love, but kindness. And Bigfoot.
I love it. I love it. And thank you so much, you two, for doing this interview. I truly appreciate you both. And I can't wait to see America's reaction to this movie.
Yeah, and so we will just say that if folks are interested in watching, we're going to be premiering for our broadcast premiere on June 22nd. It's a Tuesday. It'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern. And so you can either tune into your local channel, which you can find at worldchannel.org, or you can stream on the PBS app or also at amdoc.org. So don't worry, if you don't have a TV, you can still tune in, but we hope everybody will join us.
All right. And I'll definitely be there. Thank you both so much. And we'll talk again soon.
All right, take care.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
Thank you.